Hi guys. So my Facebook isn't uploading my video, which is making me pretty mad because it's like the third time it canceled my video request. So I'm trying to make it on my camera and then I'll transfer it to YouTube and then post it on Facebook. But I wanted to talk about like how much I've been thinking about family, and how much I've been thinking about friends, and it's just been a lot for me to take in lately, and I just wanted to say thank you, because sometimes sorry, I have something in my eye. Sometimes you just don't. Okay. Sometimes you just don't say thank you enough, and my eye keeps itching. Sorry. Okay. So I wanted to say thank you to my mom first of all because my mom's my hero, and she's been through a lot, and a lot of people know that she was in the hospital, and she went through a lot, and I mean, just the thought of her almost dying, is really, it really hits home base, especially because I never realized how close me and my mom were before. Me and my mom were fighting a lot before she had her stroke, and it was absolutely terrible. It really was, and it hurt a lot, and I couldn't even imagine what she was going through, how much she probably felt abandoned and how much she felt like her body betrayed her, but she's fought through it, and she's such a trooper, pretty much. I mean, she is an amazing woman. She is my number one hero, and I love her so much, and she pushes me, and she makes me laugh, and I know that we fought, and we had a really rough patch in the last, not even year, like the last couple months, and we were just fighting, and I mean, we were just mean to each other, and I feel so bad now because, let me tell you something, your mom is the most important person in your world because that person gave you life. And let me tell you something, if anybody was going to take me out of this world, it would be my mom because she's the one that brought me in. I also wanted to thank my best friend Jordana. She's my sister. She's not even my best friend. She's my sister because me and her are so close. I've known her for 2 years, and almost 2 years at least. Almost 2 years, and we have been like this since the first day that we met each other. I mean, we've been wrapped around each other. We have not let each other go. We talk about everything. I mean, if it wasn't for her, I'd probably go crazy sometimes. And you know what? I'm okay with saying it because she is such an amazing person, and she's one of the biggest influences in my life. She's been through so much. She's been through hell and back, and she has just conquered it all, and she's going to be such an amazing woman. And I love her family too. Her mom her mom is there for her, and so is Lance, and I've told them both that they can trust me with her, and I mean, I would never do anything to hurt Jordana. We have never fought. We've never done anything that would ever tint our relationship with each other, because if I ever had a problem and I couldn't go to my family, I would go to her, and I would go to my girlfriend, because I love Jordana, and I love her family. Her family is like my second family. Her mom is always there for me, and her mom, I told her mom, I said, you can trust Jordana with me, because Jordana's like a part of my heart. She's one of my loves, She's an amazing girl, and I love her, and I hope she knows how much I love her. Sam, my girlfriend, she's going through a lot right now, and oh my god, I couldn't even imagine what she's going through either. She's going through a lot of pain right now, and I want to be there for her every second, but I can't. But I'm spiritually there for her because I love her, and I would switch places with her if I could, because she's so amazing. She's the best person I've been with, and the only person I want to be with. I want to wake up knowing that we're together and we're in love. And I'm 15, and I know it's an amazingly weird thing for me to say, and how everybody says that, and maybe it will. I hope it does. I'm hoping that'll work out in the end. And if it doesn't, Sam would still be in my heart, because she just she amazes me. She's treated me better than anybody I've ever been with. She's treated me better than a lot of people have, and I think my family really does like her, and my mom really likes her. I know that. And I love her mom too, and I love her dad, and like her family is also so amazing. Her siblings are great. Her mom and her dad are so supportive, and I think especially with our relationship and our lifestyle and stuff like that, your family is your number one supporter. If they're not supporting, that's heartbreaking. And I know that a lot of people can vouch and say that that is true. And her parents help me be there for Sam, and they help me out, and they support Sam, and they're so nice to me. They treat me like family, and that's really special to me. Jordana's family and Sam's family are like my second families. They're amazing. I have nothing rude to say about them. The only thing that I could probably say that's mean is Jordana's mom is probably as stubborn as Jordana, and Jordana's mom and dad is probably as stubborn as Sam. It is. Everybody's stubborn, but you know what? I'm stubborn too, and so is my mom, and you know what? It's just what it is. And I love stubbornness because to me, it's a good characteristic that you should have, but that's just me. Anyways, I also wanted to thank my Uncle Jason and my Aunt Ashley. They have been my mom and dad at a lot of points in my life, and they are just as important to me as my real mom and dad, because my Aunt Ashley has whipped me into shape. So has my Uncle Jason. My Uncle Jason is not afraid to beat the tar out of me if I am so stupid. But you know what? Sometimes you just need a good beating. I'm pretty sure he will vouch for that one. And my Aunt Ashley, she's taught me how to be a really good person. Like, to just remember how thankful you should be and to give back and stuff like that. And she hounds me just like my Uncle Jason. Make sure I'm doing good, make sure I'm getting good grades, make sure to just a backhand sometimes, just to knock the sense right back into me. And it's really special because ever since I got here, my Uncle Jason was like my dad, and my Aunt Ashley was like my mom, and they were just there. If I needed them, all I had to do was call them, and they were there. My Uncle Jason, like, I always say how he is probably my number one supporter when I came out. Like, my aunt was too, but, like, my aunt always knew. Like, when I told her in the car, she was like, dude, I already knew. Like, this isn't a surprise to me. And I don't think it was to my uncle either. But for him to be supportive, like, it was really good, because a male being supportive about that, everybody's like, oh, well, a guy would love for a girl to be gay because it's hot and whatever. No, like, it's not like that, because my Uncle Jason's like my dad. So for him to be like, it's okay, and that's your lifestyle, and that's who you love, so that's okay, it touched my heart, and so did it with the rest of my family. And I always say how awesome my Aunt Ashley and my Uncle Jason are, and how awesome my mom is, and how awesome my sister is, my sister Jordana, and how awesome my girlfriend is, because they're my supporters. And how awesome my stepdad is. My stepdad Brian, he's been here, he's helped me out, and he never ceases to amaze me. He is such a great guy, and everybody in my family and everybody who knows him can say the same thing. He's there for my mom, and my mom really needs somebody to love her, not the way I love her, somebody to love her, to be in love with her and want to be with her. And they gave me a wonderful brother, and I mean, I could never ask for anything more than that. I mean, really, I can't, because I have everything I want and everything I could need, and I just wanted to say thank you to everybody, because sometimes I do act like a brat, and I sometimes don't say thank you, and I don't think I love as much as I should, but I'm really trying. And I haven't really talked to my Aunt Ashley or my Uncle Jason in a while, but I just want them to know that I'm doing good and I'm making good choices, and they're always in my head. And whenever I'm pressured to do something, or whenever I come to a point where I need to choose right and wrong, they are the people that come into my head, because they were there to teach me right and wrong. I've known my Uncle Jason, for the longest time, over half my life. I haven't known him since I was born, but since I was like 5. And I've known my Aunt Ashley since I was born, and I grew up knowing that they had my back, and that is really important to me, because you always need somebody to have your back, and I have everybody's back, and I have more people to thank, but these are the people I really, really want to thank, and I really, really love. And I hope this, I know these videos kind of sound stupid, and I know that I've always said how these videos are kind of pointless sometimes, but I really want them to know, and I really want to show everybody, just everybody, how much I love them, and how much I just have a whole, like a whole place in my heart for them, you know. My girlfriend and my best friend, my sister, Jordana, they have a place. They are one of my loves. They're in my heart. So is my Uncle Jason. So is my Aunt Ashley. So is Brian. So is my mom. They are a part of me, and if it wasn't for them, I don't even know what I would be. I would probably be so stupid and just not as successful as I am now, and I'm just going to be more successful, and they will always be in my head to thank. So I love you guys, and thanks for watching.